Well, good evening, Faith Church family. So excited to bring the circle video to you guys tonight. This is going to be our last circle video for a while, so you guys enjoy your holidays as they're fixing to come up. And I hope you guys had a great time getting to meet people and getting to know one another better, and also drawing closer to God. And so with that, we're going to wrap this up with our last video and talk about drawing closer to God. James chapter 4 verse 8 says that if we draw near to God, he will draw near to us. And that doesn't mean that he is far away from us. It just means that he is waiting for us to take the initiative and pursue him. And once we choose to do that, then he's going to meet us right there. And so as we draw near to him, he draws near to us. And he's just waiting for us to take that action. And Pastor Jordan talked about on Sunday the lampstand and talked about drawing closer to God. And the examples that he gave as far as Zechariah, to me, were really on point when it comes to drawing closer to God. And he talked about obeying God in spite of disappointment. And that one really resonated with me because so many times we can allow disappointment into our lives, and it affects our relationship with God because we had a preconceived idea of, well, if I do this, God is going to do this, and he's going to do it in the time that I want it. And just like with Zechariah, God's timing is not always our timing. And that really drove home several things for me, and the importance of just constantly doing what God has shown us to do, to be obedient to what he's shown us to do, even if our circumstances don't look right or we're disappointed, and also just continuing to serve in spite of our circumstances. And that just doesn't mean going to church or doing things. That means maybe helping other people when you yourself are in a point where you need help and maybe you're hurt, but you still choose to serve in circumstances when circumstances in your life aren't conducive to maybe serving and to helping people. And when we do that, God is able to show up in our lives and do things on our behalf, and it draws us closer to him because we get to see his faithfulness. And then also serving God and doing things, denying himself even when he had opportunity to advance himself and maybe to pursue his own agenda. And that also ministered to me too, because so many times it's easy to want to take maybe the easy way, or maybe something comes up with work or with a opportunity that you have, but you got to compromise a little bit, but you choose to obey God and you choose to continue to pursue after God. And sometimes that means that we have to maybe miss some opportunities, but the truth is it's not a missed opportunity. When we choose to follow God and do it his way, what seems like a missed opportunity to us is actually keeping us from possible harm and hurt. And if we choose to go with God, then the opportunity will come around in his time, and it'll be even better than what we thought it was. So those 3 points really stuck out to me. And I think this evening in your circles, when you're discussing, what to discuss in this, is one of the things is discuss those times where you've obeyed God and you have felt disappointed. And you might even find that you might even have a little resentment towards God, or you might need to square some stuff up with God and, come to terms and say, hey, God, I'm kind of still hurt over this. And there's nothing wrong with that. God knows us inside and out, and he knows us better than we know ourselves. But sometimes we need to deal with that, because you can feel disappointed when you obey God and it seems like it didn't turn out right, or it seems like it just didn't work out the way it should have. And so that's one thing that you want to maybe discuss tonight, if you're willing to go that deep. The other thing is discuss some times when you have maybe served and given out of a place where you were hurt, or maybe you were struggling yourself, but God brought somebody across your path that was maybe in worse shape than you were, and you were able to help that person even in spite of your own weaknesses and your own circumstances where you were in. And then also discuss when was a time that you had to make a conscious choice to choose to go with God when you could have chose to go maybe the way of the world. And if you would have gone that way, you could have had the advancement and opportunities and things that could have come along with that, but you chose to go with God. And maybe right at that point it seemed like it didn't work out good, but you were able to down the road see where God was working, and He was able to bring that back around into your life. So once again, hope you guys have enjoyed Circle. You guys enjoy your holidays, and can't wait till we come back together again. We'll see you.